Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Low and today we join you from Platz Am Meer Mall here in Swakopmund. This is just your friendly Erongo Talk reminder that there's only 45 days until Christmas. Now as usual we bring you the latest news, the weather and tides, and then for our interview we chat to the owner of Unoo Investment CC, that is Mr. Augustus Unovene, and he talks about the charcoal business that he runs there in Arandas. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And now we're bringing you news here from Platz Am Meer Mall in Swakopmund. Now the value of exports stood at 7.2 billion Namibian dollars in September 2021, down by 8.1% when compared to 7.8 billion Namibian dollars recorded in August 2021. Similarly, when compared to its level of 9 billion Namibian dollars in September 2020, exports declined by 19.7%. The value of imports decreased by 1.9% year on year in September 2021 to 10.3 billion Namibian dollars. Given this developments, the Namibia trade deficit widened from 2.8 billion Namibian dollars in August 2021 to 3.1 billion Namibian dollars in September 2021, the Namibia Statistics Agency trade statistics indicated. Now, according to Simone Storm, the trade deficit increased by 102% year on year in September, as Namibia recorded a trade deficit of 1.6 billion Namibian dollars in September 2020. But like I always say, head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to read more about what's happening with our trade here in Namibia. Secondly, the collective agreement as has been negotiated between the Construction Industries Federation of Namibia and the Metal and Allied Workers Union and signed on 28 May 2021 has now been published in the Government Gazette number 7675 of 2 November 2021. This makes the conditions as stipulated in the collective agreement applicable and mandatory for everyone operating in the sector. The collective agreement becomes effective on the date of promulgation. Now, the most significant change was the increase in the minimum wage payable, which is 2.6% for the first year and 2.6% for the second year. Now, this increase comes at a time when there had been no increase since 2018. Like I always say, head on over to our website where you can read more about what's happening in our construction industry. Thirdly, when purchasing a property through home finance, buyers may end up spending the equivalent of what the property is worth in interest over the course of the loan term. One of the only ways to avoid this is to purchase the home in cash. The challenge is saving enough to afford to do so. Now, according to Adrian Goslet, Regional Director and CEO of Remax of Southern Africa, there are several benefits to purchasing a home in cash. Now, beyond saving themselves the cost of interest charges, buyers will also stand a better chance of having their offer be accepted by the seller, especially when the seller is in a hurry to sell. So, if you have some cash lying around, you want to buy a home, head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to read about the benefits of buying your home in cash. And then just finally, Namibia recently took a policy decision to position the country as a hub for the production and distribution of green hydrogen. The country is among the top 3 when it comes to the world's best wind and solar resources, which are used to produce green hydrogen, and has great expansion of open land that is suitable for hosting green hydrogen plants. Now, green hydrogen is the key to future environmentally friendly energy requirements, while the immense capital and resources attendant to the implementation of the green hydrogen revolution would be great enablers to employment creation amongst Namibians and the drive towards economic sustainability. NAMPOD said that it has taken note of the great benefits which stands to accrue to the country and the region from the adoption and rollout of green hydrogen energy. Head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to read more about this and what's happening in the rest of our region.
We are in the company of Mr. Augustus Unovene, the main man, the brains behind Unoo Investments. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Otas. I'm doing fine. Yes, we are doing fine.
So tell us about your business. When was it founded and who are the partners?
Unoo was founded in 2016.
Yes.
And this is, I'm talking about to the chapel.
Yes.
Where, let me tell you first my journey.
Okay.
Up to where,
most welcome. Yes, yes.
Up to today. 2016, it happened to rent a farm in that side of Tsumeb.
Yes.
And the farm is totally bush invaded, where you cannot even the cattle have access for grazing.
Okay.
And my aim to rent that farm was, I want to venture in irrigation.
Okay.
Because remember, Oshikoto area, there is a lot of underground water. The soil is fertilized for irrigation and so on.
What plans did you have? What did you want to grow?
I want to grow tomatoes, onions,
vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yes.
And also because that year, remember 2007.
Yes.
There was a very heavy drought.
Yes.
That was affected the farmers. And as a result, a lot of farmers lost their livestock.
Yes.
With those experience as a farmer, I think that how can we meet this challenge of drought?
Yes.
Someone can look at irrigation even to come up with the Rusiran, which is food for the animal. It was also one of the idea when I went to rent that farms. While I'm busy, remember the downturns of Namibia economy started in 2017 somewhere up to now, before this COVID.
Yes.
And then I couldn't start with the irrigation project that I was having in my mind.
Yes.
After that, now I used to, every day I wake up, I go to that farm, I look at what can I do with this lot of bush?
Yes.
That you cannot even put 100 cattle there because it's a lot of bush.
Yes.
And then one friend of mine, he said, you guys, you said you want to put up irrigation there, but now the financial issue is also a matter of concern. Why you cannot start doing charcoal?
Okay.
There is a company in Fruit Fountain that is buying charcoal. And I said, okay, can you give me the contact for the owner of the company? I went to the owner of the company. He said, no, yes, I'm buying charcoal. And how can I do the charcoal?
Yes.
I get the idea, I start. And I start maybe do one truck a month, 2 trucks. And then I see I'm doing 2, 3, 4 trucks a month. And through that idea, One of the truck driver who used to come and collect charcoal from my farms
Yes.
to the company where I'm supplying, he told me that, no, 2 weeks ago I met one guy in that area of Erongo. This guy knows someone who based in Germany, but these guys in Germany, they are looking for charcoal from Namibia.
Wow.
And then I said, oh, give me the number. Give me the number for the gentleman. I called the gentleman. He said, oh yeah. Once you pass through Erongo, then we can talk.
Yes. Yes.
Then I meet the gentleman. He gave me all the conditions. Yes, charcoal is needed in Europe. And he gave me all the conditions. And after that, he also gave me the number for the client that he's talking in Europe, in Germany particularly.
Yes. Yes.
I spoke to the guy in Germany, and then the guy said, no, okay, I'm coming to Namibia. Once I'm coming there, I will make an arrangement so that we can meet.
Yes.
Yes, I met the gentleman. We meet in Windhoek in a place called Utopia Lodge or something like that in Windhoek.
Yes.
We discussed, he gave me all the challenge, conditions and all the requirement before the product reached there. Then I said, okay, let me try if it's possible.
So where do charcoal come from?
Charcoal is coming from the bush or the tree.
Yes.
And how the charcoal are produced, yes, you have to employ the charcoal harvester, the people who can cut the tree.
Yes.
Not all the tree are allowed for charcoal, because remember, some of the tree are poison according to scientific or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
And some of the tree are spark. Some of the country, they don't like charcoal that makes sparks. And some of the wood, they are too light.
Okay.
They cannot give you any weight. Yes, you can make charcoal out of this one, but it's
not the quality.
The quality is compromised.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, normally in Namibia, the best wood for charcoal is acacia.
Acacia.
Yes.
Okay, so that brings us to the next question. Tell us about your products and what makes your product special.
Whoa, what makes product special? You have to do the quality things. In any business, if you want your product to be special, do the right things in terms of quality.
Yes.
When you do the packaging, pack according to the requirement of your customers. Don't compromise it. Otherwise, you compromise your business.
Yes.
And
it's about standards and quality.
Standard and the quality, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. So how many people do you employ here?
Unoo Investment employed 60.
Full-time.
Full-time.
From Arandis.
And these are people from Arandis. 60% are women.
Wow. Why women? Do they work harder?
Yes, it's a tough question, but yes.
More efficient.
More efficient. Women are more dedicated. They don't miss work. If you say 8 o'clock, be at work.
They are here.
They are here.
Yes.
Monday.
Very reliable.
Monday, they don't have a hang up. Like which you find sometimes
the mothers
from our side.
The mothers of the nation.
The mother of the nation. Yes, they are true mother of the nation.
The rocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are.
So tell us about your expansion plans. Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
When I look the charcoal industry, it's an industry that creates opportunity to many Namibians. As I was told you last time that at the beginning of our our communication that charcoal is coming from the farms.
Yes.
And the farmers, they have a lot of challenge. When a drought comes, they lost their livestock and they left with nothing. When this charcoal come in, it's a really a relief.
Yes.
To the farmer and to anyone, including Unoo Investment, who engage in this business.
Yes.
Because you create employment. And the farmers are no longer focusing or rely only in livestock.
Yes. Diversification.
They diversify their income.
Yes.
And charcoal can give you income on daily basis or monthly basis.
Okay.
To compare to the livestock.
Additional income.
Additional.
Okay.
Yes.
So we find ourselves in times of COVID. How have COVID impacted your business, and what measures did you put in place to mitigate the impact of this pandemic?
COVID is a global pandemic which affects each and everybody. Either you have a company or you don't have a company.
Yes.
By Unoo, it was really a big challenge. As you know that we start with a construction in 2019 in March, somewhere there.
Yes.
And then 2020, the
Pandemic hit.
The pandemic hit, and it affected the construction of our plant.
Yes.
Lockdown came in.
Yes.
And when the lockdown stops, it affected because some of our machinery, equipment, we import them from South Africa.
Okay.
And sometimes things were not coming on time.
Yeah.
Some of the things were not available due to the way they are manufactured.
Yes.
And some of the equipment, once they arrived, we will need technicians to come and do commissioning. Now the border was closed.
Yes.
Foreigner or the other people from other part of the country, our neighboring country, were not allowed to come in.
Yes.
It was a challenge.
Yes.
However,
we managed.
We managed.
Overcame.
We overcame, and today here we are.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us, how much investment does it take to operate a successful business like yours?
Depends on what volume you want to produce. Like Unoo Investment, we have a off-take agreement with our client in Europe, mainly in Germany.
Yes.
And you need 600 tons of charcoal per month.
Sure.
And 600 tons of briquette per month.
Yes.
In total is 1,200 tons.
Tons.
That is needed per month.
How does this product get to Europe? Via flight, via ship?
Via ships.
Via ships.
And
so it's also business for the port?
Very much. And if one day maybe you can stand there and see how many trucks
Yes.
that are moving from England
Yes.
toward the port of Watersby.
With charcoal?
With charcoal.
Yes.
Really, you can see. Yes, charcoal is a low product,
Yes.
but in terms of
Volumes.
volumes, it's a significant.
Yes, it's having a positive impact.
It's having a positive impact.
Yes.
And also, if you can look, the people that are the job that created,
Yes.
employment that has been created.
Yes.
Start from the farms, labor, to the processing plants,
Yes.
and so on.
Transportation.
It's a
Packaging.
packaging.
Yes.
It's really something that
Yes.
needs to be commendable.
Recognized. Wonderful recommendation. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. And all the best with your ventures.
Thank you, Mr. Otas.
Yes.
trying to give a tip to small business owners. Do not give up, believe in yourself, but most importantly, reach out. There's somebody out there, whether it be on Google, on Facebook, in the yellow pages. Reach out, ask questions, and somebody out there will help you.
And now it's time for your weather forecast. In Walfish Bay, sunrise was at 12 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 20 minutes past 7. A maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius is expected for today. For tomorrow, a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. A westerly wind of 13 kilometers per hour will prevail. For Swakopmund, sunrise was at 13 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 19 minutes past 7. The maximum temperature for today will be 19 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A westerly wind of 11 kilometers per hour will prevail. For Henties Bay, sunrise was at 14 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 20 minutes past 7. Maximum temperature for today 19 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow. A south-southwesterly wind of 11 kilometers per hour will prevail. Traveling inland to Arandas, sunrise was at 11 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 17 minutes past 7. Maximum temperature for today 31 degrees Celsius, and then for tomorrow a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. A westerly wind of 11 kilometers per hour will prevail. For Usakos, sunrise was at 9 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 14 minutes past 7. Maximum temperature for today is expected at 39 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius. A westerly wind of 13 kilometers per hour will prevail. For Karibab, sunrise was at 8 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 13 minutes past 7. Maximum temperature for today 39 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius. The prevailing wind is a west-northwesterly wind of 13 kilometers per hour. And finally, for Omaruru, sunrise was at 9 minutes past 6, sunset will be at 12 minutes past 7. Maximum temperature expected for today is at 39 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius is expected. The prevailing wind is a northwesterly of 11 kilometers per hour. That is your weather forecast for today. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk, but you can always head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na to read all about the latest news that's happening here in our region. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. And you can get in contact with us at 0111 7040. That's 0111 7040 on both WhatsApp and on Telegram. That is also your go-to number if you want to advertise with us, either online or in print media. Now, it's Wednesday. It's the official halfway mark of the week. Please be safe. Please be responsible. We will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.